As you settle deeply into this space, you may begin to notice how your mind becomes more and more receptive to the idea that the most important voice, the only voice that truly matters, is your own. And as you listen to this voice, you might notice how effortlessly it can guide you towards clarity, certainty, and peace. After all, when you're the one making the choices, there's no need for anyone else's judgment. Isn't that a beautiful realization? It's like a key turning in a lock, unlocking the door to freedom. And in this moment, it's almost as if the space around you, it's filling with a sense of calm certainty, this gentle knowing that you're the author of your own story, the one who decides what matters, what's true for you. You might begin to feel how that certainty resonates through you, how it's almost impossible to doubt it. Your mind is already at ease with the understanding that judgment, in its truest form, is something you alone can choose. It's yours, and yours alone. And as you begin to accept this, it feels lighter. The burden of external judgments fades, and you're free to be exactly who you are. You may begin to realize just how natural it is to trust yourself, to see that trusting yourself, your own inner wisdom, is not only possible, but inevitable. And as you trust yourself more, it becomes easier to see letting go of judgment. It's like releasing something that was never truly yours. In fact, the more you think about it, the easier it becomes to imagine how effortlessly judgments slip away, like water off a duck's back. You've known for a long time you had the ability to choose, haven't you? And you might find it fascinating how at each breath you take, that choice becomes clearer and more automatic, as natural as breathing in and out. Now, what happens when you let go of judgment? It's almost as if you're letting go of a heavy weight that no longer serves you. Something that was once there, but now is gone. As it disappears, you might feel a lightness that begins to expand with every passing second. A lightness that creates room for new opportunities, new perspectives, new choices. Isn't that interesting? Because the more you let go of judgment, the more you make space for new, more empowering beliefs, ones that allow you to create the life that you desire. And as this lightness expands, notice how every part of you feels more aligned with your true nature. You might even find yourself naturally relaxing into this new belief. The belief that only you can judge yourself, and that judgment is something you can choose to release at any moment. With this new perspective, life flows in a way that feels effortless, because you no longer carry the burden of external judgment. You've replaced it with self-compassion, self-understanding, and self-empowerment. You can begin to notice on a deeper level how every time you think of judgment, you can choose to smile, because you've realized it's simply not necessary anymore. When judgment doesn't come from others, when judgment is no longer something you need to defend against, what remains? Just you in your full power, in your full brilliance, with the freedom to express yourself without hesitation, without fear, and without apology. You might find it easy now to let go of any lingering doubts, knowing that judgment, in its old form, simply doesn't exist anymore. It's dissolved. And as it dissolves, you can feel how much more empowered you are. Empowered to trust your choices. Empowered to move forward with clarity. And empowered to live a life that's true to who you are. And isn't it true? The more you trust yourself, the more natural it becomes to let go of anything that no longer serves you. And notice how, with each breath, you feel your body relax even more deeply, allowing your unconscious mind to absorb the idea. Do you have the freedom to choose to judge yourself from a place of compassion and understanding? Perhaps as you breathe in this fresh, empowering belief, you realize every judgment that you once had is now replaced with a sense of freedom. You're free to decide how you see yourself, free to decide how you move through the world. It's as if you're shifting gears, moving from a place where judgment was once heavy, once limiting, to a place where your self-empowerment flows naturally, effortlessly. You might even wonder what it's like to live without the need for external validation. As you ask yourself that, you may find the answer unfolding within you in ways that surprise you, in ways that show you just how much more peaceful, confident, and self-assured you feel when judgment is released. And now, as you continue to relax deeper and deeper, imagine how easy it is for you to embrace the new belief system that you alone are the judge of your life. And when you judge yourself, you do so with understanding, with love, with appreciation. Because you now know every choice, every action is part of your own journey, your own evolution. With each passing day, it becomes more and more automatic to release judgment and to embrace self-compassion. You might notice this new belief feels as natural as blinking, as easy as breathing, because it's who you are. And as you step more fully into this belief, it's almost as though your mind creates new pathways, new ways of thinking, new ways of being, that allow you to live freely, without hesitation. Every time you choose to release judgment, you open a door to greater possibilities, to greater freedom, to greater joy. It's as if your world expands with each breath that you take, because now you're no longer bound by the need for judgment. You know deep inside you're enough, just as you are. You're worthy, just as you are. And with every passing moment, you become more comfortable with this truth. As you accept yourself more fully, you may notice how you automatically start to choose the beliefs that serve you, the beliefs that nurture you, and the beliefs that create a life of peace, freedom, and power. And so it becomes clear, doesn't it? The only person who can judge you is you. And you choose to let go of judgment entirely. Each time you remember this, you feel even more empowered, even more relaxed, even more at peace. You're free to be who you truly are. And you do so with the full confidence that comes from knowing that you are your own judge. You can feel it now, can't you? The freedom that comes with releasing judgment. You're free. And now, as you feel that peacefulness growing inside you, you know with certainty, without a doubt, that each and every day this belief becomes more and more a part of you, a part of how you live, a part of who you are. You're free to live, to breathe, to exist, without the weight of judgment. You're free. And that feels so incredibly powerful, doesn't it?